Just trying to get in the mood for this video. Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today I am doing a very exciting video. Before I get too far into it, I just want to say yes, there is a tattoo on my wrist, and yes, I did get wrong side. I did get a nose piercing over this last week. So if you guys don't follow my videos religiously, you probably don't know that I went to San Diego 2 weekends ago, and then I got back, and literally a day later I left and went to Arizona. Both trips I was just visiting friends, and I got the tattoo with my beauty school friends. We got a bobby pin because beauty school. And then in Arizona, I went ahead and got my nose pierced, which is something that I've been wanting to do for a very long time. I just didn't know if I wanted to commit to something like that because it is a piercing on your face. But I love piercings. I think that they are very pretty, and I don't know. It is still a little bit red and kind of sore, but it's healing a lot better than my cartilage did. My cartilage is actually still healing, and I've had it for probably like 8 months now. But anyways, let's go ahead and get into the main point of this video, and that is to review the new Fenty Beauty by Rihanna. This is probably the most excited I have ever been to try out a new brand slash just new products. And I was super excited, not only because she created the brand. I saw pictures before the launch and everything, and obviously I saw people doing swatches at the launch party, and the foundation range just looked amazing, especially for a brand just coming out. And I heard that she wants to expand her foundation range, which is always a good thing, but she came out with, I think it was 40 different shades, and they ranged from super, super pale to really, really dark. I know there were a few people who thought that it should have gone darker, or there should be a few more options in the darker side, but I'm sure she's going to focus more on that when she does expand the range. But I think it is a really, really good start for a brand. Not a lot of brands come out with 40 different foundation shades for their launch. Like, that's actually kind of crazy, and I'm very excited about it. So I did not get sent any of these products. I don't think anybody got sent any of these products. I don't think there was a PR list, which I kind of think is smart because it kind of encourages everyone to give a full, honest review, and it kind of just leaves everyone on the same scale, if that makes sense. So I went ahead and bought the products that I was most interested in. I didn't buy all of them. So I went ahead and got the Pro Filt'r Instant Retouch Primer, which this is $32. I got 2 of the Pro Filt'r Soft Matte Longwear Foundations, and these are both $34 each, and this one is in the shade 120 and this one is in 190. I wasn't really sure what shade to get, so I kind of got like the lightest shade I think I was, and probably the darkest shade that I'm going to be, just so I can kind of mix them together and make them work for my skin tone. Then I went ahead and got the, by the way, I'm looking down at my phone reading off these things, so I'm not trying to be rude, but I'm just like, want to get the names right. I got the Matchstick Trio, and this is $54 for these 3 things, which I think these are so cool because they're magnetic, and I just really, really like the packaging. I think it's super pretty. And I got this in the lightest trio. It's called Light 100. And then I got the Killawatt Freestyle Highlighter. This is $34. And I got the colors Lightning Dust and Fire Crystal, which I'm very excited about. I did swatch this one a little bit on my finger. I just couldn't help myself, and I'm so excited to put it on my face. And then last but not least, I got the Gloss Balm Universal Lip Luminizer, and this is $18. There's only 1 shade in this so far, and everyone's reviews on this make it seem like it's the best lip gloss ever, so I'm really excited to try it. Okay, so that is everything that I got. I'm gonna go ahead and zoom you in, and we're gonna get started applying this on my face. Okay, so first going in with the primer. I don't know how to show you this. Please work for me. Oh my god. Okay, so it's kind of thick. Very curious what this is gonna feel like. Kind of thought that this is gonna feel like a blurring primer, which it doesn't. It feels just like a really, really nice moisturizing primer, which those are my favorite types of primers. I don't like blurring primers, so I was a little bit nervous about trying this, but it feels pretty moisturizing. It does feel slightly blurring. It's kind of hard to explain, but it's nice and moisturizing, which I really like that. Okay, now going in with the foundations, I'm gonna see which one matches me the best. So this is 120 and this is 190. That's just them compared to each other. Okay, so I'm thinking that I'm just gonna mix these two because this one's just a little too dark and this one's too light. So let's go ahead and mix them together. Okay, so I heard that this foundation is pretty quick drying, so I'm going to work on one portion of my face at a time, and I'm also using a damp beauty blender. I did not buy the Fenty Beauty beauty blender. I wasn't really that interested in it, and I didn't really hear the greatest things about it, so I didn't really want to waste my money on it. So I'm just going to streak this on my face and quickly blend it in. Okay, so that is one layer of the foundation on my face. Definitely not like high coverage at all, but it's a really, really nice consistency. It looks really good on my skin. Not cakey at all. It's definitely matte. I don't see any dewiness. So I'm gonna go ahead and see if this builds up at all. So I'm just gonna put another layer all over my face. So it definitely dries super, super fast. You can see the lines where I put that foundation on. I'm gonna take a little bit of this NYX primer spray and just spray my face in the beauty blender a little bit. Okay, so it definitely builds up. Something to keep in mind is that it does dry super, super fast. So you gotta work fast with it. So I'm kind of scared to put lines on my face again, so I'm just gonna dab my beauty blender into that foundation and just go straight onto my face. Okay, so here's the real test to see if it covers up my freckles. Even though I like my freckles showing, I just wanna see if it covers up. Like usually when I do my makeup and I'm putting foundation on, I'll avoid the foundation around my freckles because I like my freckles to show. I don't know if that's weird, but I just don't really like to cake my nose up very much, but this is covering them pretty well. I do have a couple dry spots. I also have not perfected how to put foundation around the nose ring, so just ignore that. Looks kind of weird. I just don't know how to get it like all up in there, you know? Okay, so that is 2 layers on my face. It is pretty dry. I am not a huge fan of dry foundations. You can kind of see it all looks really, really good. I think that everywhere on my face looks really good except for like my upper lip area. I'm not sure what's going on, but it kind of looks, and like right here on my chin, it looks like it's breaking up a little bit, but I can't get it to blend out very smoothly. And it's just around my mouth. Like everywhere else on my face, I think looks really good, and it like covered up that blemish pretty good, and it looks fine on my forehead. Like didn't really try very hard to cover up my freckles up there, but I don't know. Maybe I need, yeah, see, it's just like kind of looks a little bit dry. Okay, well, so far I like it, but I just don't know what to do about this situation. I probably should use a more moisturizing primer. Maybe that's it. I don't know. Let's just finish up the face and see how it looks after. I'm gonna put a little bit of concealer underneath my eyes just because this concealer, like the light stick, is a stick. And I don't like to put stick concealers right underneath my eyes because they can get a little bit too dry, but we will be using it to highlight. Okay, so first I'm going to go ahead and highlight my face, and this is the highlighting stick. It's in the shade Linen, and I'm just gonna put this like just in the center of my face and on the high points. It does feel a little bit like hard, not super creamy. Should I blend this out with my sponge or? Okay, let's try to blend this out with this sponge, and if that doesn't work, we'll move on to a brush. Okay, it's blending out a lot easier than I thought it would, to be honest. Okay, so those blended out a lot easier than I thought they were going to, which makes me happy. I don't like unblendable concealer. That's like my biggest pet peeve. Next, we're going in with the cream contour, and this is in the shade Amber. And it's also kind of pretty cool toned, which I am pretty pale right now, so I guess it's okay. Also, I forgot to show you guys how much product is in here. So this is how much product is in here. Not a whole lot. It could be a lot longer, but it's a lot more than the KKW contour stick, I'll tell you what. And it's a lot thicker too. Okay, yeah, this is pretty cool toned. Okay, and I'm gonna use this e.l.f. blending brush to blend it out just because I don't normally like to use beauty blenders that much with contouring sticks. It could, like, I've been blending for a little bit now, and it could just be a little bit more creamier, I feel like. Just a little bit hard to blend out. Maybe I need a different brush. Okay, now it's blending out pretty well. I think you just need a really dense brush for it to work. Okay, now I'm gonna take a little bit more of linen and just kind of clean underneath my cheekbones up. Now that I'm like going over my mouth part with this brush, which this is a very, very, very dense brush, and it's starting to look better. Maybe it's like shearing it out or something, but you know, maybe this foundation is better with a brush. Okay, so the contour stick did blend out really, really well with a denser brush. So if you're looking to get that, I would highly recommend getting a dense brush with it as well. I do wish the color was just a little bit warmer. It's very, very ashy, so it can possibly come off just a little bit too gray on my face, or I probably should have used less. I'm just so used to warmer contour sticks that I kind of like just put them everywhere. So maybe the ashier one is better for just like the hollows of your face. So here's one of the products that I'm most excited about, and this is the Starstruck Matchstick. And I don't know how I want to do this. Do I want to take some on my hand and pat it on my face, or maybe I'll just put it directly on my face and then I'll tap out with my finger. Okay, so that gave my face a nice glow. It's definitely not like a blinding highlight, but it's a very, very pretty stick for just like a glow underneath your powder and like bronzer and all that stuff. And it's a good base for the powder highlight. It doesn't feel too sticky. It still feels a little bit dewy. I heard some people say that it kind of goes down to a powder. I don't really feel that. It does still feel pretty dewy. And I did not buy the powder that came with it, so I'm just gonna go ahead and use this little Wet n Wild contouring palette, and I'm just gonna set my face with the lighter side and bronze up my face just a little bit with this. And then I'm going to add a little bit of blush today. I'm using the Over Blush in Bellini. Okay, so now for the most exciting part, I'm going in with the Killawatt highlighter in Lightning Dust and Fire Crystal. So I think I'm gonna go in with the more subtle side first, and then go in with the more in your face side after that, just to see if there's a big difference. So I'm just gonna layer this over top of the cream highlight. Okay, so that's very pretty. I wouldn't really say that's subtle. I think it's pretty bright in my opinion. It is a lot more subtle than like some highlighters out there. I would definitely wear this highlighter like on an everyday basis, but if I'm going out and I want my highlight to be really, really bright, then I kind of want it to be a little bit more amped up. So we'll see if this next highlighter does that. So this is the brighter side, this one over here. Okay, so I love that. That is super bright. Holy crap. I really, really like the color of it. I like it that it's not glittery. It's more of like a sheen, which I really appreciate because I'm not a huge fan of like overly glittery highlighters, but I think that is so pretty. Perfect for a night out or every day if you like wearing this type of highlighter every day. Very, very pretty. And last but not least, we're going in with the Gloss Balm. Okay guys, so I put everything on my face. So far, I'm liking pretty much everything. I'm gonna go ahead and wear this for the rest of the day, and I'm gonna do a check-in for you guys and show you the details of my face and like what everything looks like. I did hear that this foundation does oxidize. I'm not seeing it yet. Maybe it did and I'm just like not noticing. I'm the worst at noticing oxidizing. God, I don't ever know what to say. So far it looks really good. The highlight is popping, the lip gloss is popping. The foundation feels comfortable. After I blended out my mouth and powdered it, it looks a lot better. It doesn't look cakey anymore. So we're just gonna go ahead and see how this lasts, and I will check in with you in a couple hours. In a few hours, more than a couple hours. Okay, so we are back probably like 6 or 7 hours later. I ate a few meals, edited a video, and also sweat a little bit in my apartment because it's really hot today. Also, I took off my eyelashes, so just ignore the weird eyeliner situation, but I have to say that the lip gloss completely wore off, obviously, but my face, I need a mirror. My face looks really freaking good. I've been wearing these glasses and I haven't taken them off, so I was gonna take them off for this video for you guys to see what it looks like. So this is what everything looks like up close. The highlighter is still fully there, which I really love. The foundation, from what I can see, did not oxidize any more than it did, if it did, when I applied it. Obviously, I have glasses marks. I feel like there's just no way to avoid that. What I'm really impressed with is my smile lines. Look how minimal they are. And if you guys have watched my videos before and like my other foundation reviews, I get such bad, by the way, that is not a booger, that is my piercing. I get such bad smile lines and I feel like I have none right now. I mean, I obviously have a little bit like here in the corners, but I feel like I don't have any smile lines and I am so impressed with that. My face just overall looks really flawless. My nose, like the sides of my nose, are pretty dry, but then again, my skin is just really dry from traveling and being in like different climates every other day. But nothing has really wore off except for around my lips because I have a bad habit of, you know, wiping my mouth when I eat. And yeah, I don't know, I just feel like my skin looks really, really good. As for my overall thoughts of the brand, I am very impressed because I feel like brands always have some sort of flaw or something that they need to fix when they launch, and I feel like Rihanna really hit everything spot on. Obviously, there can be more shades in a brand's foundation range always, because everyone has a different skin tone, everyone has a different skin type, but I feel like she did an amazing job for just launching. I can't wait for her to come out with eyeshadows and lipsticks and like bronzers and blushes, just the whole thing. I can't wait for other products to come out because I am truly impressed with everything. I can't wait for more types of foundations. I hope that she comes out with more types of foundations, like a dewy foundation. I do really like this matte foundation, but I'm always a bigger fan of dewier foundations. This is probably one of the very few matte foundations that does work with my face, I would have to say, because most matte foundations make my skin super dry and cling to my dry patches. But yeah, I would have to say that I would give this whole thing an overall good score, probably like a 9 out of 10. The one thing that I didn't really like that much was I wish that the contour stick was just a little bit warmer, just a little bit warmer and a little bit creamier. But other than that, everything is fine. Everything is good. One thing that I probably will not continue using is the concealer stick, just because it is a little bit hard and I always lean towards liquid concealers. But yeah, I'm very happy that I finally got to do this review. I feel like my Sephora order took forever to get in, but I was so happy and so excited when it did. Let me know what you guys think about Fenty Beauty down in the comment section. What product is your favorite? Or if you just think it's trash, let me know why you think it's trash. I do just have to say that I'm very impressed with the prices as well. I know that some of the products were a bit steep. For a celebrity or like a singer who has made their own makeup line and is selling in Sephora, it's a very, very decently priced makeup line. Because there's some brands in Sephora that cost so much money and they're like almost impossible to get your hands on. And I really, really liked how Fenty Beauty did not go out of stock after like the first day of being on sale. I loved that I was able to go on there with ease and not feel like I'm in a panic to get these products. I feel like they really, really prepared with the amount of products that they put out there, which I truly appreciate because it was available for a lot of people to get. So anyways, that is pretty much it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know down in the comment section what kind of videos you want to see next, if you want to see more fall makeup tutorials, if you want to see more reviews or vlogs, or I don't know, let me know. But anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. I love you, and I'll catch you in my next video. Bye, guys.